Welcome back to another Orcs and Elves recording. Today we will be looking at a game. Observer slots are full, only Discord members in this lobby. And the cage is just down. Orcs breaking through, going to a very split lanes at the moment. Red player taking a hit on the top here. Green player holding on to this position for the time being. Yellow walling and purple walling down here as well. The Orc on the top, farming blockers over here. Green player looping around the mine, going through the gateway here. Yellow and purple still holding on to the blocker line. Green slipping out on the top. Orange players setting up a wall in this position. Orc team quite spread at the moment, being 2 players on the top midsection and 2 at the bottom midsection. Green player finally making through. Yellow breaking out and going towards the east. Red playing with the Orc in this gateway area up here, trying to sneak by. Pink player hiding in order to go back into this gold mine later when the Orc leave. Now getting sewn down into this position. Green player spotting orange here on the left. Pink player and green being harassed by the light blue Orc in this section. A lot of walls coming up here from the green player. Grey Orc coming in to intercept from the left, and one Orc is positioned here at the bottom in case he wants to escape through this gateway area. But the green player going to where he got vision. Red player on the other side walling for him, so he will make it out safely. As you can see, a blocker is placed, preventing the Orc from accessing this region, so that the green player can get out alive. Brown player breaking through the blocker line, probably going to approach the east section of the map. Green player in the bottom here, zoning out the orange player, and approaches east as well. Wall being attacked on the top. Grey player coming in here, pink trying to sneak by, Orc spotting that and getting back in order to cover that area. Red player going down from the bottom, dark green Orc in this position alone. Elves have a great setup down here in order to escape. They just need a wall here and keep that region safe, and all the allies can get out on the south section of the map. Blocker being misplaced here, another one being placed to make up for that, and then cancelled. Pink Wisp coming into this gate, purple trying to put up a blocker line in order to help him, but did not make it in time. Brown Orc in this gate going to... oh, didn't blue see this before? Maybe not. And puts up a blocker and then goes another way. Perhaps the team told him that that was a place of danger. Brown player coming in to intercept this. Yellow and orange already set up an escape route for the team. The 3 players can escape safely down in this section. Teal staying in the location, blue and pink are running. Light blue Orcs still in the top section of the map. Brown hammering away at the blockers of yellow. Purple setting up a wall in this section, being interrupted, or destroyed rather, by grey. Another Orc here getting a hit on teal, and then trying to get out another way. Purple juking around this gateway, trying to bait the positioning of this Orc on the top. Green setting up a position here as well. Light blue coming in to attack from this side. Orange taking a hit and gets killed down here in the bottom. That is the first kill for the Orc team, and the orange player fall. That is a 4-minute game right now, only 1 kill for the Orc team. They mentioned earlier that the roam is weak and they need to set up better positions in order to get more kills in this match. Light blue player approaching here in this, having a lot of path issues in this area, trying to get down to the pink player. Green Orc coming in here, trying to probably go and cover this location. Yes, it seems that way. Yellow player setting up some tech on the left. And the other wisps are setting up tech structures in the top middle here, and on the top right we already have the teal wisp teching. Red wisp trying to get out from this surround, getting a tech building in this location, probably to wall off that section, but pushes himself to the top, and that kills him. Blue player getting into a surround position here, can only escape towards the left. Light blue Orc spotting this, going up to this corner in order to cover, but the yellow wisp is in this region, putting a wall up for his friend. That's not going to be enough. Need to keep holding that position for blue, but then he risks getting trapped himself, so he plays selfishly and sneaks out of there before he gets trapped and killed as well. As you can see here, just barely making it out on top before he's surrounded. And poor blue stuck in this gate, trying to hold his position possibly in order to stall time, keeping the Orcs in this region so that his team can farm gold on the other side of the map without disruption. putting up walls in this lane. They need to kill his gold mines in order to deny this, but he has plenty of them, so he's not really at any risk of running out of gold mines. But his gold cap is also very high, but he does not have the blockers to establish this. Already out of walls, is barely getting another blocker charge back in order to keep that wall. Now another one. Possibly he had the blockers, but he don't have Architecture 1 yet, so he should be very low on blockers. And 2 Orcs pressuring this lane is going to mean that he will run out of charges anytime here. At the same time, in the top right, we got purple and yellow escaping to the south, being spotted by the dark green Orc. Teal player probably going to be interrupted. Blue falls in this gate, and now he's going to need to sell those tech structures and get out of there, possibly re-walling this side in order to stall for this tech to finish, but after that he will sell these buildings and get out of that position. We have players taking at the top as well. A lot of tech structures here by the elf team. Oh, triple tech tree here by the red player. Yeah, they are all upgrading the technology to the best of their ability right now. Let's look at what the elves are getting. We have Architecture 1 speed. As you can see here, we got roamers set up. We got a support player. No announcement for a base yet, but we do have base tech on orange. They are coming in, spotting all the free tech buildings of red. He's putting a blocker up in order to prevent this orc from entering that haven. Oh, there's so much tech buildings being sold in this region. 2 down here, 3 down here. Elf team getting a lot of upgrades while the orc was distracted on the left side of the map. We got a lot of survival tech and trapping tech on the teal player. We have quite a bit of survival tech on the red player as well. Got tenacity and architecture, probably druid support coming up from the red wisp. At the same time, we got orange and teal escaping here at the top. Orcs setting up a surround in this region, might cover this gateway area. Green player playing with the light blue orc so that he can't leave this location and distract the orc from getting time and setting up this position. At the same time, we got grey putting pressure on the wall of orange. Green orc coming in from the side, forcing the orange player to escape somewhere. Where will he go? Down to his friend here. And the orc is in this section. He might be able to get a hit, but no. He slips by the blocker, but his ally can finish him off. Green player getting an opening when the light blue player leaves, going down into this section, opening this passage for the green player, so he makes it out towards the left, being chased by the dark green orc. At the bottom left corner of the map, we have elves taking again. We got a little bit of a pressure down here on the pink player, possibly setting up a kill with a surround. Light blue playing going towards the right. I don't know what that is about. Pink wisp falls to this trap. Good play by the orc team. At the same time, we got weapon 1, rage 1. Weapon 2, rage 1, sorry. Weapon 2, rage 2 on another player. We got dark green with weapon 2, rage 1, and weapon 2 on brown. Very standard so far from the orc team. By the elf players, we got quite a mix of technology, but not many players with Architecture 2 yet, meaning that only orange is in a position to base, and he got leadership upgrades, meaning that he's more likely to play a support role with archers rather than holding a tower base. So let's see how the elves proceed from this position. We're 9 minutes into this match, and the game will start to speed up quite soon. Oh, interesting here. Purple player setting up a mining position behind the orc player, leaving this passage open, and the orc went back to check this area, not seeing this blocker because it was not yet in this position, so he got to set up this tech position for free. But unfortunately for him, it seems like the orc have finally noticed that there is passing issues in this area, and he comes back here and spots the purple player. Now he's in a lot of trouble, getting almost a full surround up here, and depending on where he chooses to go, not knowing whether or not any of these passages are open because they don't have vision of the green orc, so he will get trapped and killed in this top section of the map. Red using a hidden tech tree here. Oh, might be problematic for him though. Maybe he needs to deny this and get out of this position. Brown player coming in here, going to see this tree if he walks into this position. Green, yellow, blue sitting here on this side. Pink rotating this way as well. Orange getting killed here at the bottom. Orc players approaching the east side. It looks like the elves are setting up a possible base here on the left now, while all the orcs are distracted on the other side. Orc coming in for the tech tree, going to kill it before the red wisp can deny, and that's a free tech building for the brown orc. Red wisp sitting in his mine, not really paying attention by the looks of it, taking a hit, uses divine shield and gets out of there. panicking a little bit now when he got spotted. Going up to the corner here. There's an orc in this section, and no, he's leaving. Never mind. The passage to the top is currently free, which is good for the red player, but he may not know that. 3 orcs chasing down at the bottom here. Teal Wisp running past Brown, he's not spotting him at that lane, letting him use Divine Shield and slip out of there. Green getting 1 hit, gets another hit, no, it misses, and the Teal Wisp makes it out of there, injured but alive. Red Wisp regenerating in this top right corner. Very lucky actually to have taken this position after all, since all of the 3 orcs went down for the team player in this position. Now the orcs are leaving the top right section of the map, I would assume. Yeah, it looks like they're going west. So that the red player actually gets a full rotation where he can harvest gold without disruption as the orcs are approaching the other side, not spotting that he escaped to that region. Areas open right here. Orc can walk right in, going for the yellow player, using Divine Shield desperately, going to take another hit, and that is a yellow wisp dead. There is a base going up on this side, as we can see, a team base area. Down here we got currently damage 0 on the towers, and on the top we got frost towers with construction 2. Archers being produced by the orange player. A backblock on the orc, spotting this base from this position, getting elves a free kill here. Teal Wisp trapping and balling on the top so that the orc can't get in and assist his ally. Grey orc being killed, and that's the first kill for the elf team. Ents being built by the pink player. They are currently tenacity 1. Teal player going in for a possible trap here, being in attack range, but does not take the hit from the grunt. Archers at leadership 2. Towers still construction 2. Towers at the bottom still construction 0. Or coming in from the top. 1 archer is in this position, likely to scout. Oh, Orange Wisp not paying attention and going to get killed here by the orc player. All the archers are gone, and that ends up feeding, and he's down to his last life, and he also needs gold to revive. Not good by the orange player to fall in that position, feeding gold to the enemy team and reducing the army size of the elves. Teal player coming up here, a lot of orcs in this area, using reverse, using Divine Shield. That's going to expire, is now exposed, taking a dart to the face, has no resources to deny this, needs to be saved by his allies. They are not in position, and the Teal Wisp is dead. Tech structures going down as well. Red player still having a luxury vacation up in this corner here, getting all the tech that he ever dreamed of by investing his resources in the tech buildings that he placed. Now we can stick construction 4 upgrades on the green wisp. On purple we got construction 2. Light blue orc pushing from this region down here. Blue wisp coming up in this gate with an owl, getting spotted by Brown, sneaking down into the gate again and back into the base. At the same time he's trying to get out to find gold, but he also covering the locations nearby. It's going to be difficult to mine any resources in this area. At the same time, looking at the progression of the orc team, currently have a Tauren here pushing the base. We are sitting on weapon 2, Conjure 2, Rage 2 by Grey. Light blue got weapon 2, Conjure 1, Rage 3, that's a very greedy build by the light blue player. We got weapon 2, Conjure 3, Rage 2 by dark green, and weapon 2 and Rage 1 by brown. Quite a greedy build on some of those orc players. No armor yet on the Tauren, but he probably wanted the morph first. Probably going to invest more into that armor upgrades now. We see Ents using Wrath ability in order to apply a debuff to the orcs. That takes down the grey orc player, now down to his last life. Good snipe by the elf team. Tauren player quite low, being guarded by light blue. No traps in position as of yet. Grey player not happy about that. Teal Wisp getting exposed, 2 orcs coming towards his location. Tauren slow though, and not in position to intercept this side. Green orc in the top left corner, roaming a little bit, searching for wisps. See a lot of tech coming up here for the elf team, most of them farming in regions close to the team base. where they can harvest gold safely and escape back into the base. Orange, as mentioned earlier though, at his last life. Red walling here in order to sneak back into the base. Druid coming as well into this position, not being controlled right now by the red player, and takes a few hits, might die before it makes it in there, or might live with just 1 HP left. Quite a lucky Druid that one is, in order to get out of there alive. Lots of blockers placed in this gate. They are afraid of pulverize by the looks of it, but Tauren does not yet have mana. Now at Armor 2 development on the Tauren player, Ents are in position and probably going for another kill with the Rast ability here, doing more range the further away the Ents are from the target. So if the projectile hit enemies far away from where the projectile was launched, it will do more damage, while in melee range it will do much less. As we can see here, a lot of pressure on the blocker line by the Orc team. Elves are down to small blockers, needing to revolt. Turret is in place, Ents are being used. Red going out for a trap, going to take a hit by the Tauren. No, not initiating an attack, trying to escape out of there, getting blocked by his teammate. Dark Green Orc going in with no life, sniping purple randomly, and then dies for that kill. But he managed to take out the base at the bottom. That area is now open and exposed. Orange player coming in here in order to revolt this section. Archers are out on the top though. I don't know what this is all about. Not on hold position, I assume. And the blocker line is also low. So they traded 1 orc life up here for the purple wisp. New blocker line going up here by the orange player at the bottom. I don't know if the orcs realized that this area was open, because they are still grouping up and pushing from the top. It seems like they did not know. They're still going for the top region, while there is no defenses down here at the bottom. Only 4 archers by the orange player and a few more from the yellow player to defend this section. This is where the base is vulnerable right now, but the orcs did not realize that they took down a baser, or perhaps they just prefer to keep pressure on this blocker line that is already weak. A lot of Ents crashing into the Tauren. There's no magic, no ghost available in order to make it so that the projectile pierce, but it still lives with 241 HP. Green player at the risk of dying here, being blocked by his friends, but makes it out in time. 2 players setting up here on the top, trying to get some farm. We got an owl research on the blue player up in this section. Up here, safely mining outside. The other wisps are located either inside the base or close to it. Also, once again, grouping up in this region in order to pressure this side. Small blockers in position. Elves don't have a lot of defense, and the armor upgrades are going up for the Tauren. Feed right now, about 100 gold per minute for the Orc team. Druid draining a little bit of mana, but it gets zoned away. The drain gets cancelled. A lot of turrets coming up here. It's going to be a ton of pressure on this blocker line if the elves cannot deny this. Is there access to the spell by the red druid? There is access to the spell. He just needs a little bit of mana and he can dispel this turret line, and that's going to be very, very important for the elf team. 14 more mana for the elf and he can take down the turrets. The elves are not going to be able to deny them. Green player is struggling to re-wall this area, needs help from his team. Nobody in position to help. Blizzard being used to zone out the orcs, but really needed to dispel the turrets. Got Green Wisp going in to do it instead. Probably got Shatter. It seems like he can kill them pretty quick. Actually does not have Shatter. Got Tech Center and Trickery talents. In the meantime, let's look what the elves are doing. With Druid 3 and Tenacity 4. Orcs are going back towards the base, I would assume. Going to pressure into the Vortis Dry, which is right now. And might keep pushing one more time before they go roam. Yellow player at Arc 3, leader 4. We got Arc 2, leader 4 on orange. Construction 5 and Architecture 3 on green. And the pink player got Architecture 3 and Ents and Tenacity 4. Purple sitting on Architecture 3 and Leadership 1. Tauren pushing, getting verified. Green looking like he's going out for a trap, but are not initiating it. Sitting in this position where he is exposed and can get hit by the orc if they go into melee range. Does he realize that he is exposed in this position? This is within attack range of the orcs, although it's difficult to position your orc. You need to be roughly in this section, in between the two walls, somewhere in this region in order to kill the wisp. But he has no survival tech and is at high risk of dying when mining at this location. Maybe he realized because he moved around. Orcs with a ward out are now roaming. They are putting up a surround on the top. we see Possess being used on the Owl in order to jump into that unit, and now his Wisp drops out. He should still have Divine Shield, and he have the mana going past the Tauren on the top, but it won't last for that much longer. Yeah, the Tauren intercepts and gets the hit, and the blue Wisp is down, now needing gold in order to revive and come back into play once again. Teal Wisp sitting in this corner for a very long time, gathering gold. Life is good for the Teal player, but now the Orc team finally spot him, and he needs to break down his home and get out of there. The Wisps here sitting in the mines nearby, trying to mine. Purple and Teal are alone outside, or setting up a surround, but are far away. Tauren is very slow, not going to get into position, even if the Wisp runs straight by him, using Divine Shield and placing a blocker, and is out of there. Bird training researched by the Teal player, putting up Arc 3 and Leader 5, giving him a position where he could build an air army for his team quite shortly, in order to assist them with a mobile army that they can use to kill orcs further away from the base. On the Orc team we have a little bit of tech development as well. The grey player went into Hunter after going for a greedy magic build in the beginning. The support placing on weapon free, Conjure 1 rage free and proxy ward in order to heal his allies from a distance. We got the dark green player playing Inventor. Oh, good block here on the dart, and on the Orc team quite valuable tech building placed right here. Red Wisp, no, not going to take a hit. We got energy upgrades on the dark green Orc. Also checking the top left corner at the time, grouping up again to the base. The board is once again full, and they can continue to pressure this base if they wish. A lot of ends in place by the pink player, and he got Tenacity 6 now, doing quite a lot of damage with those ends once they use their ability. Oh, using all of them on a full HP Inventor. That is maybe not ideal. Not sure what that was all about. Not even close to killing this player. But anyway, turrets are being placed, being denied by the Teal Wisp. Proxy ward placed, also denied by the Teal Wisp. Taking a hit for it though. Green Wisp going out for a trap. Divine Shield used. Is now in the position between the two teams. Oh, the Tauren will be killed in this section. Oh, they're going for more kills here. They're going to push out through with the archers in this region. Green Wisp is killed. Archer is exposed in this section. The back block is set up by red and teal, although the team need to relocate the army in order to kill the orc players in this section. But if they do this properly, they might be able to eliminate the entire team. Unfortunately, the brown player are arriving and coming up from the back. Orange archers and owl exposed to hits. Red Wisp also in a little bit of trouble. Green orc being focused down here, Ent exploding on him. Archers taking hits, and the green player is dead. Hunter also farming on the archers. A lot of wisps are dying here. Orange being defeated. Teal setting up a trap here. They want to finish him probably with the archers. Moving back here, but only a few of them hitting. The tracker is chasing the others on the left. But the medic will die. Hunter is still here, zoning the archer army. They are going to get killed here. The base is completely exposed with all of the tech structures, because the players that held the wall died, and their blockers are now gone. And the dark green player are about to revive with his friend light blue, while the hunter is still stuck in this region, morphing into hunter with all of his gold that he just gained, killing the archer, going to probably get sniped by these ends if they can hit the grey orc. Yeah, that's it. That's going to conclude this for the grey player being defeated and out of this match. Interesting trade here from the two teams. We have the dark green player sitting on 1 life as well. Hunter is now knocked out, while the Witch Doctor and Tauren are sitting on 2 lives each, but they got a lot of gold from this attempted kill in this section of the map, and now I don't know who's ahead or not. It seems like there's a lot of gold fed for the Orc team this early into the match. At the same time though, they managed to knock out a player, got another one on 1 life, and they still have the army and the economy. A lot of gold on the Elf team to set up another base. So this match could go on for a whole lot longer, and we will see how it plays out in the end. Blue getting a lot of tech up here, setting up owls, most likely going into bird training. Yes, we see architecture 3, leadership 6 and bird training, going for a hippogriff army here and building it already. We can assume the teal player doing the same thing, sitting in architecture 3, leadership 5 and bird training, possibly going for that army as well with the same tech. That will give the elves 2 air armies in order to harass and kill the Orc team. If they use them wisely on the Dark Green player, they can get another knockout, and then they will be in a great position in this match. Dark Green player need to be very careful, currently in the top, exposed on his own, not realizing that he is at great danger right now. Towers being placed, currently construction 6. The archers on yellow are up to leadership 6, on purple up to leadership 5. Medic spotting the top right corner, and Inventor finally scouting the army, trying to dart the blue wisp in this area. If they can kill blue here and get rid of this army, that would put the elves in a great position, but it's sitting on full mana and coming up into this region. The birds might go for a possible kill. I assume he's going to possess and can get out of there, using possess on one of the hippos. Taran coming in to get some hits, but the players should be out safely and are not exposed. Tech center going down though, feeding a little bit of gold with the hits of the rider on the hippos and on that tech building. Druid shipping away, annoying the Taran. Lightning tower is going up, I would assume, yes. 3 of Wars being placed in this section, and archers might begin production, or possibly a larger air army a little bit later. Oh no, this is by the pink player, that means we get more ends. Divine Shield used here, not going to take a hit from the medic. Elves setting up a great position here on the east. Teal player mining on the other side of the map, getting his army ready. The Orcs now know that there is one Hippogriff army on the map. They do not know about the other one. I would assume them to play safe here and go for Portal, but what did they do? Yes, they got Portal indeed on the Inventor, so they can easily teleport back to the middle if they get in danger and get threatened by the air army. Got now armor 6 on the Taran. Oh, breaking through this gate with Pulverize. Purple Wisp being killed. I did not spot what happened exactly, but that's all of the archers gone again, and that is not good for the elves. They do have the air army, but most of their damage is from these archers and towers and the ends, but that is more of a burst option. The air army could finish off players that are running away with low HP, but it is not an army that you simply initiate, that you simply use to attack the Orcs when they are pushing the lane. Now the teal riders are considering an attack here on one of the players, going for the medic by the looks of it. All the players are on him. Portal being placed, going to get denied by teal, and the medic will get killed here. The dark green player also at risk of knockout and coming in to use the Raz ability, and that's going to finish the dark green player if they can hit that. Red player going in for the blocker, that should be the kill on dark green, and that will make him, put him in knockout. Really needed to pre-place that portal in order to keep it up. Can they finish the brown Taran player before his ally revive? There is 9 seconds of downtime on the revive before he's back into play. Archers coming up here, Druid attacking, towers being placed. Taran at 6k HP, and while his ally revives, but the Taran player will die here. He's still got another life though. Can they break the blocker line out of middle? It looks like it's open, but he's not making it back to middle. The medic is leaving the middle. Very risky position to be when there's this many armies up, and he's not no longer got a teammate alive to be with him. I would assume that the Orc team is going to concede from this position, losing 2 players now, being down to 2 more with only a life each. Elves looking to be in a great position now when the air armies are up, even if the army was lost. by the purple player. Druid in this position, taking a hit. Losing that access to the portal on the green player was a crucial time for the Orc team. They really needed that pre-placed in order to get out when the air army dived for kills. Instead, they managed to kill 3 players with that army initiation, and they had access to the tools they needed in order to escape. Medic and Taran pushing deep into this lane. Quite a dangerous position, because the elves can sneak up here behind them and wall off the middle. And any kill on any of them would mean a permanent knockout, and that would put the elves in a winning position. So I would not be surprised if this region was secured by the elf team now, if they realize that they have an opportunity. You see the red player coming in for the position here, walling the orcs in behind, and might go into the middle area as well in order to set up a kill. Yeah, walling off towards the middle area. They are going for it now. Green, teal, red, all of them setting up the routes. Pink player coming in with the ends. Army initiating on the medic. The other hippos far behind, going in for the medic now as well. Gaping, pulverized. Red player spotting it and walling that off. Taran is now the lone survivor on his team, and he's getting rushed down by all the hungry birds. They are eating away at him while he's trying to get out of there. Farming to the best of his ability, trying to kill the air units, but does not make it. He will take too much damage from this army, and that will conclude this match. Well played by the elf team. Quite a good setup in the end there. A little bit of an exciting exchange by the two teams, but in the end the Orc team were falling behind, losing so many players to the gangs, and that ended up costing them the match. Well played by everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you another time.